ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा त्वमेव सर्वं गुरुदेव देवा। हरि ओम। So in Atma Bodha, first verse we will chant and 25th together. Tapobhikshina papanam shantanam vitaraginam mumukshunam apekshoyam atma bodho vidhiyate. And 25th last class wala. Atmanas satchidamshascha buddhe vrittiriti dvayam sanyojya cha vivekena janamiti pravartate. In inquiry, generally this Jnana Marga is called path of inquiry. We must inquire. Swamiji, what should we inquire, Swami? They say this inquiry is nothing but Atma Anatma Vichara. What is myself? What is not me? This is called Atma Anatma Vichara. The final conclusion of this Vichara is I am infinite bliss. This me, what I am everyday transacting, I, this I is infinite, unconditional, and bliss. There is no sorrow, there is no fear, one. This is Atma. But avivekena, if you don't know that, then one other entity will come that is called Maya. This Maya makes me limited. Then I identify which is not me. For example, body, mind, and intellect. And always I feel I myself as a limited being, a sorrowful creature, conditioned by everything. because this world is nothing but full of conditionings only. That is the nature of Maya. So we must do this Atma Anatma Vichara. Bhagavan himself started with a topic called Adhyasa. This combination happening because of superimposition between self and not self. Adhyasa, superimposition. And he gave few thoughts. How we are superimposing on that Satchidananda Atma these limited thoughts. In the previous class, in the 25th verse, Bhagavan said, Atmanaha Satchidamsascha. How we are mixing, you know, from Atma we are taking Satta Chitta Amsa, aspect of existence and aspect of consciousness. Existence means it is. This easiness is common for everything. Existence and consciousness. Consciousness means the knowing principle. That is the Bhagavan, sir. Every day, the light of knowledge. I know what we are saying. This is the light from God, Atma. That's why they say we are all Brahman. We are not this limited mortal good or bad. We are Akhanda Brahma, that Jnana Swarupam. So these two aspects we are bringing from Atma, Satta Chitta. And you know, from matter, that is called Buddhi. From Buddhi, we are bringing Buddhehe Vritti. Vritti means thought. Thought means which contains something about object. If there is no object, then there will be no thought. This is the basic construction of thought. Thought is nothing but it contains something about some object. Even deep sleep also a thought. That thought contains complete ignorance. Ajnana vritti. So these two are two. Dvayam. Atmanaha Satchidamsascha. Buddhehe vritti. Dvayam. Actually, we cannot mix them. But avivekena, because of that ignorance, because we don't know what is Atma, what is not Atma, avivekena, samyojya, we mix them. In intellect only, we mix both, and then we ourselves identify as knower. This knowership will come. Janami iti pravartate. First of all, we ourselves make ourselves as a knower of something, and then pravartate, we start doing, we start acting in the world as a limited being. In Gurudev language, he says perceiver, feeler, thinker. This is all the bottom line in the BMI chart is called Jiva Swarupam. We are getting that consciousness and existence from Bhagavan, and this vritti from Buddhi, and because of Maya, we mix it and we identify ourselves as this knower, and then we act, doer, enjoyer, whatnot. All the Jiva Prapancha will start. This is called Adhyasa in an individual level. Now Bhagavan is extending that thought today. He said in the 25th slok, avivekena, because of ignorance it is happening. Then Swamiji, what is that avivekam? Please tell what is that ignorance. He said, okay, 26th verse, I will tell what is that ignorance. 26th, repeat after me. Atmano vikriya nasti. Buddher bodho na jatviti. Jiva sarvamalam jnatva. ज्ञाता द्रष्टेति मुह्यति. Together. आत्मनो विक्रिया नास्ति, बुद्धेर्बोधो न जात्विति. जीवः सर्वमलं ज्ञात्वा ज्ञाता द्रष्टेति मुह्यति. This is our avivekam, ignorance, nature of ignorance. Bhagavan is explaining. Listen. Atmanaha vikriya nasti. First statement. Atmanaha means in the self. Vikriya means modification. Nasti, no. This is the nature of Atma. There is no modification in the Atma. Swamiji, you said Vikriya modification. This Vikriya means what, Swamiji? There are two terms in Vedanta. One is called homogeneous nature of experience. Matlab complete uniform type of experience. We will get it in deep sleep. In deep sleep, there is no modification. That is called Purna Anubhavam, homogeneous experience. One. Another type of experiences we get, they are called Vikriya Anubhava. Vikriya Anubhava means we break one thought, two thought, three thought, not as an homogeneous, cut. That way we experience. For example, a pot comes in front of you. A book comes in front of you. Then immediately our thought will take the form of pot. Our thought will take the form of book. So this is called modification experience. Vikriya buddhi. So this Vikriyata is not there in Atma. We cannot break Atma. Atmanaha Vikriya nasti. It is a complete homogeneous experience like deep sleep. But in deep sleep, we don't know what we are doing, what we are experiencing. Whereas in Atma state, I know I am homogeneous. I am unconditional ekavastu. That is actually Atma position. Okay. And then other thing from Maya party, Buddhi. The Buddhi is Buddheho bodho na jatu iti. In Buddhi, there is no light of consciousness. There is no bodha. Actually speaking, Buddhi is an inert piece. Like harmonium. Guruji always used to say, Buddhi is like harmonium without player. You keep that, there is no sound from it, there is no song from it, there is no music from it. When the player touches that harmonium, it starts singing. In the same way, originally Buddhi is an inert. Originally Atma is a non-modified material. But avivekena, Bhagavan says, here the concept of ignorance comes. Don't think Atma means that is third party. This Atma means you, me, myself. The experience of I is homogeneous, same one all the time. You cannot break I. You cannot cut I. But what we are doing, you know, we are breaking this experience of I. Sometimes I say, I am this body. And so many guna we will superimpose on it. Sometimes we break this I with something else. I am good. I am cool. I am hot. These are all we are breaking that homogeneous experience with identification of this inert harmonium. This says avivekata. My own nature is one homogeneous, continuous, unconditional I eva. But the result is, no, I am breaking, I am cutting myself into pieces. That is called avivekam. This final result is from avivekam. You know, the first, Guruji gives one example for this mixing of these two. In olden theaters, if you go to one room will be there, room of projector they keep, there is the room. Gurudev also used to give this example. In that projector, there is a light. Light must be there. If you don't have light, there will be no movie. And in front of that light, with so many pictures, reel will be there. This reel with pictures is like our buddhi, and our own status, this atma, is like that projector light. When the light falls into this buddhi pictures, then movie starts playing. Actually, this is happening in our inner mechanism. So many pictures it will bring, and that consciousness means I. Thus, I will reflect on that picture and it identifies it, and the result will be I am so and so. You are so and so. So many vritti prapancha will dance on the movie. This way, this avivekam is working. If suddenly that light, if they switched off, then whole theater they start whistling. Gurudev used to crack joke. This is the sound of enlightenment, because whole samsara ended. अरे इतना टाइम मैंने इतना खेल दिया ये संसार से, एकदम if you switched off that reel, then complete samsara got ended. I came to know myself as one piece. That's why he says they whistle that time, because of that's the whistle of enlightenment. So this is the example. This is the product we are getting. Yes, Swami. And Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji, in the second line of this sloka, 26th sloka, what are the products from this viveka? This atma light and this modified buddhi, pieces of buddhi, they are mixing together. Then what are the products coming, Maharaj? The first product is jivaha. When we start mixing them with ignorance, the first we feel ourselves as I am a limited being. We lost our infinite nature and we start feeling ourselves as a limited being. This Jiva Bhava is subtler than Deha Tadatmya. This is subtler than Mano Tadatmya and Buddhi Tadatmya. Very inherently this thought stays, that is, I am a limited being. They are all separate from me. We don't think that way, but that will stay in our bosom. From that only everything will come. Jivaha is the first product of ignorance. So he came out. And what he do, Swamiji? Sarvam Jnatva. He starts knowing everything. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. That Jiva only sees sound, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, and he takes whole world. This is the second step. The first product of aviveka is limited being status. And from there, he start experiencing as a knower of this world. Jnatva means he himself label as a knower. Sarvam Jnatva. Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha Adi, this business he will do with world. And then he'll become as a Jnata. Jnata means knower. Drashta. Drashta means seer. Actually, these two goes together. You know, before knowing anything, you must see. drashta, jnata, ityadi, he will mix himself in this limited experiences. And finally, Bhagavan is saying, alam muhyati. The great Brahma, the Ananta Vastu, he become alam muhyati means thoroughly deluded. Alam means thoroughly. Muhyati means deluded. Now what we are? Completely deluded. Then we say, I am so and so and so and so, and you are so and so and so and so, and we split this world into two pieces. I am different and they are all different. Alam muhyati means this is the product of this complete delusion. We cannot see the ekatvam in the prapancham. In Bhagavad Gita, he says, what is the result of sattvika buddhi? The sattvika buddhivan sees oneness in manyness. He sees that one light in the entire world of beings. Sattvic wala. Tamsik wala, in oneness he will see manyness. That is different, this is different. So that sattvikata we will lose because of this avivekam. So this way, this aviveka will work. Atmanaha vikriya nasti. Vikriya nasti means we ourselves as a homogeneous being, one unconditional I. But we are experiencing as a breaking, pieces. This is because of combination of buddhi. And it happens as like, first of all, jiva vritti will come, then the knower vritti will come, then he himself identifies as a seer and knower and completely deludes himself as a limited, separate being in this world. Then if you say, who are you? He will say, I am a little creature in this world. 800 million or billion people are there. I am one of it. He cannot see that real one. Guruji always used to say, his very favorite statement regarding this thought. We say, Swamiji, I am very big man, Swamiji, because I can rule over one country. I have so much of wealth. But he says, you are insulting yourself. But the scripture and Guru is saying, you are infinite. Janma marana rahita chiranjiva yakavastu. Complete bliss. But you are saying, Swamiji, I am a king of a kingdom. I am handsome. So and so. This is an insult for your status. You are limiting yourself. So if you know your true nature, then all conditionings will go away. Swamiji, I have a big house, one man said. Sannyasi said, the whole world is my house only. Because everyone is me, nothing other than me. This cutting of our personality, see how it is a completely different thought. In Jesus' life also, he expresses this thought in front of a temple. Jesus visits one temple during his time, and he says, he is one, because they put different stalls in front of that temple, and they say, if you take this, God will give that. If you take this, God will give this. If you take that, God. And he will throw whole shops, and he says, you are breaking God like how that, what we call butcher, who cuts meat. You are breaking God like him. And he threw all the shops. We are doing that. See how nice thought it is. We are breaking that Brahma like this Kasai. Pieces. That's why all the time we say, Swamiji, pain, incomfortability, Swamiji, I cannot accommodate, Swamiji. This is all because of this cutting nature of buddhi only. It brings something, it labels something, and it gives suffering. But what we are is infinite, unconditional bliss. This is the product of avivekam. Bernard Shaw, Guruji's example, once he visited one man in London. He himself used to think very all-knower, Mr. All-knower, that other side person. And he met Bernard Shaw, he went and he met him. And that man is boosting like himself, Mr. I know that, I know this, I know that climatic condition, I know that book I read, this. And after his speech, Bernard Shaw said, yes, you are right, my dear friend. We too only know everything. That man said, how can it be possible? I am saying I know everything. Bernard Shaw said, you know everything, but I know one thing about you. That is, you are completely boring. So we know together. You know everything, I know you. So we too know everything. That way he said. That is the nature of ignorance. I know that, I know this, I know. You are not the knower. You are the principle of that knower. Because of whom whole world is lighting up. Because of whose presence everything is enlightening. That is you. So, avivekena. Swamiji, very nice Swamiji. Now Bhagavan wants to tell one more thought. That is, okay Swamiji, because of ignorance, because of avivekata, we ourselves becoming a jiva, as a limited being. What is problem with this jiva-hoodness, Swamiji? Let it be. It is okay for us. What is the problem with that jiva-hood? Then the Guru is saying, this jiva bhava only bringing all-time fear to this individual. Bhayakaraka vritti is this jiva bhava. All the time bhayam, 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 bhayam. And second point is, this bhayam is not something true. How we were very much scared in the dream. We do everything, but the dream itself is a false. This jiva bhava itself is a false. Moreover, it is bringing so much fear into the life. Because of that fear only, we are not free in our life. We are not putting our wings to fly in the world. That thought Bhagavan is bringing. What is the complaint with Jiva Bhava? That complaint is, this is verse number 27. Rajju sarpavadatmanam Jivam jnatva bhayam vahet. Sorry. Naham jivah paratmeti jnataschet nirbhayo bhavet. Together. Rajju sarpavadatmanam jivam jnatva bhayam vahet. Naham jivah paratmeti jnatasche nirbhayo bhavet. Atmanam jivam jnatva. Atmanam ante you yourself. Jivam jnatva. If you yourself consider as a jiva, Atmanam jivam jnatva, then what will happen, Swamiji? Bhayam vahet. You will get fear, fear, fear always. This bhayam, it doesn't leave us. We say, Swamiji, we are not feeling any fear, Swamiji. Comfortably we are sitting, Swamiji. Where is the fear, Swamiji? fear is there. Great Shastras also condemning this Jiva Vritti because it is producing fear to the Jiva, which is false. Now we say, Swamiji, dictators are very brave, but every dictator is completely fearful from the Hiranyakashipu time. That's why all dictators, when they come to rule the world, first thing they want to do is censorship. Because they were very much scared. People, what they talk about themselves. You should not talk with him. He should not talk with she. And if any thinkers are there in that society, and they all put in the jail. Because if a thinker is there, he will give knowledge to the people, and one day they revolt against to the dictator. But outside, he says, I am very much brave. You see complete history. All dictators are fearful means we may say I am not fearful, but even that person also will be fear. But according to Vedanta, what are the fears that are hanging on Jiva? Mahatma says the first fear is fear of disease. Roga bhayam, they say. This is always there. If we are in healthy also, we take so many precautions. I don't eat that, I don't drink that, I don't take that, I will take this. This is all because of what, Swamiji? Because, Swamiji, if I get sick, so what? Swamiji, in sickness we cannot be free, in sickness we cannot be comfortable. So that is called Roga Bhayam. This is there. 24 hours it is there with us. We don't know which disease comes from which side. Some people, they say, Swamiji, whatever the virus hits our town, first it comes to me and then it will enter into the city. I hope you know the great singer Lata Mangeshkar ji. One day somebody interviewed her. Amma, why you always say, I'm not well, I'm not well, I'm not well? She played this joke only. My dear beta, whatever virus enters into Mumbai, first it touches my house and then it enters into the city. So this is fear of Roga Bhayam. Roga Bhayam is very dangerous. One. Second fear, it is called Marana Bhayam. In Vedanta, they classified it. Marana Bhayam means one day I am going to cease. The experience of Marana is such a way we cannot see more. That's why we cry. Are, this Amma or this man, they are with us. We used to talk every day. But after this, completely they are going to cease. Completely we miss them. That is called Marana Bhayam. In our case also, we are very much scared. We don't know, Swamiji, how it will happen. This Marana also very like Roga only. We don't know when it will come. Everybody will say, I am going to live long, I am going to live long. What is the guarantee? Next second is our second or not, we don't know. Marana Bhayam. That's why one Subhashitam is there. We always say, Karishyami, Karishyami, Karishyami iti chintaya. But Marishyami, Marishyami, Marishyami Vismrtaha. All the time we say, I want to do, I want to do, I want to do, but we never think one day I am going to die. But if you take positively that thought, then we will do something good to the society, something good to ourselves, at least something good to our children. Because one day, anyhow, this character completely goes to an end. This is called Marana Bhayam. Roga Bhayam, Marana Bhayam, and third one is called Jara Bhayam. Jara Bhayam means old age. People, they say, in Mahabharata it is say, what is the highest pain-giving episode? The answer Yudhishthira gives, Vruddha Avastha. Vruddha Avastha is the highest pain-giving episode in our life because nobody will respect. Nobody, they don't care. Moreover, our body always gives some or other complaints from somewhere because it is dilapidated. Vruddha Avastha is the most pain giving, not even Shatru. In Mahabharata, it is even enemy cannot do that much pain, but this old age will do that. Jara. One old man said, Swamiji, I know everything. But the problem is, nobody asks, Papaji, can you give some suggestion? Papaji, can you give some advice? They are not considering me in their family. Completely they threw me as a wood piece. They put some food at the time, that's all. What is this? That is called old age. Roga Bhayam, Marana Bhayam, Jara Bhayam. Swamiji, one more is there, that is called Sampatti Bhayam. Sampatti Bhayam means in life, we all acquire some wealth. And always we doubt whether it will be forever or, anything can happen. Because the Lakshmi Swarupa itself Chanchala. Some people, the stock market is gone, Swamiji. Business is gone, Swamiji. Some crisis has come. Our jobs are fired. We don't know that Sampatti, suddenly it will disappear. We have seen so many cases. Even everyone, we have that. Even little in little objects also, we feel whether it may be, if a beautiful coffee cup is there, we like very much. But every time we see whether it is there or somebody broke it. That is called Sampatti Bhayam. And another one is called Sambandha Bhayam. Sambandha Bhayam means our relations. They should not break. Relation between wife and husband and children and parents and employees and office. We fix so many relations. That person should be like this. This lady should be like this. Then only I will be comfortable. And we will be very much scared if they break. Because we are depending on them. That is called Sambandhi Bhayam. Or some people they call as emotional fear. My emotion may break on that individual. Sambandhi Bhayam. And these are all different bhayams enumerated in Vedanta. This is all, yes, Swami, they are all real. The original cause is because of the Jiva Bhava. Its products are this complete colored life. So many colors we engrossed in it. And some people, they have fear in general. In general means for everything they are scared. Whatever you say, so scared, fearful. And finally, Guruji concluded, some people, they are worried in this class also, whether Brahmacharyaji stops at time or not. That is also fear only. He should stop, Swamiji, exactly at that time. Otherwise, we have so many, how much boring, Swamiji. Listening Vedanta is not easy. It is not a story. It is not there is no joke in it. Completely dry fruit. This is called Sravana Bhayam. And he cracks one joke, in an auditorium. One speaker is speaking left and right, hours together. People got bored. One man took a stone and he threw on the speaker. And by bad luck, this stone went to the secretary who arranged this program. And he fell down. The speaker stopped for 2 minutes. When the secretary got up and again he started speaking. And the secretary announced in the mic, "Arey, who threw this stone? Why don't you throw on second stone on the speaker?" It is a joke. So for everything we experience bhayam. This bhayam, because of bhayam only, we don't allow all. Many people say, Swamiji, why they don't accommodate me? Why they don't? If he comes, my job will fire up because he is very much brilliant, Swamiji. If he comes, if they come to buy our house, everywhere we suspect. That is this Jiva Bhava's production because of separateness with the world. But the fact is, Bhagavan is saying, why it is happening, Swamiji? Rajju Sarpavato. The truth is Rajju, rope, but you are seeing Sarpa. You are an homogeneous akhanda Atma Swarupam, but you yourself are thinking as a body, mind, and intellect. Always they hiss, always they bite our personality, completely poisons. This bhayata, in that example also, the fear will come. Fact is Rajju, rope, but you are seeing snake. When you start seeing snake, immediately that fear comes. When you yourself become identify as a jiva, its immediate production is this fear. Rajju sarpavat. Seeing rope, seeing snake, how much difference is there? Seeing Brahma and seeing this limited jiva, that much difference will be there. So Swamiji, what will be the solution? Solution will be Naham jivaha paratmeti. Naham jivaha. I am not this broken pot. I am not this broken personality. Then who are you? Paratmeti. The one homogeneous, unconditional Chaitanya Swarupam. Gnatam Chet. If you know that, then bhaya will go away. Nirbhayo bhavet. All kinds of fear will end. That way in Upanishad it is said, abhayam pratishtha vindet. That pratishtha, our status will be abhayam, nirbhiti. Whatever happening to this world, body, mind, intellect, he will not be shaken because he knew the truth of himself. Abhayam pratishtha vindeti. Anandam Brahma Vidwan Nabhiveti Kotaschaneti. Upanishad, it says, Anandam Brahma Vidwan. If a wise man knows that Ananda Brahma na bibheti, he never get scared. Kotaschaneti. Kotaschaneti means even a moment he cannot be fearful because he knew he is Ananda Brahma. And Gurudev gives very, very nice example. How will be his status, you know? For example, there will be so many mirrors in an exhibition. If a man enters into that exhibition, definitely so many images will be there. But he will not be scared because of that images. Why, Swamiji? He knew that is my image. So there is nothing to worry. He will enjoy that manyness. For example, a dog enters into that mirror chamber. It cannot be like that, man. It will bark on the dogs and it will tear itself and it will die. Because it is saying so many dogs are there. They are attacking me. They are coming to kill me and it will fight with. And because of that glass struggle, it will end its life. In the same way, wise man, if he enters into this world, he sees the manyness as his self one. Everything is the self same one. Madatma sarva bhutatma. In Guru Stuti we do. Mannadha Sri Jagannadha, Madguru Sri Jagadguruhu, Madatma sarva bhutatma. The same self which is in me, in sarva bhuta also. That is, so he will not scared of these images. They are all my images only. But if a dog enters, if an aviveki enters, he will end his life. Completely charmless, sorrowful, die like a wooden piece. Because there is no jnana. This is the result of Jiva Bhava. This is our regular status. But Anandam Pratishtha Vindeti. Abhayam Pratishtha is our nature. So this is the product of ignorance. Always fear comes with the wrong identification. In our general transaction also, if something not we, and we start identifying it, then fear comes into our personality. Even for little object, if it is not me, and I think it belongs to me, then the problem will come. Even psychologically also, if we accommodate some nature which is not my own nature, paradharma, Bhagavan says, paradharmat bhayavaha. Paradharma always brings bhayam. This jiva bhava is paradharma. Swadharma sreya. Our swadharma only shreyas. So that's why we have to think whether I am a rajju or sarpa. If it is a sarpa, it is completely poisoned, fearful life. If it is a rajju, it is a substratum for all types of experiences. And I am Chiranjeevi, Akhanda Vastu. Somebody said, Swamiji, how long I have to do this contemplation? Because, for example, if you got a headache, how long you take medicine? Until that headache should be cured. Like that, we have this headache of ignorance. Until that ignorance removed, we have to take these tablets of knowledge. Who am I? Who am I? Am not. Atma, Anatma, Viveka. One doctor met one old patient. The doctor asked that patient, what kind of check you have given? It came bounce back from the bank. I put it in the bank, but they said it's bounced, came back again to me. And that patient said, what kind of doctor you are? You have given medicine, but that my headache came bounce back again. That's why I gave that check to you. This bounce back of ignorance will be there. When we listen, with Pavitra Bhava, little elevation will come. Swamiji, again this fearfulness, anekata, they all will come. Again, we have to take the tablet to cure this headache of ignorance. This is also here only. Hari Om. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.